Good evening, USA football fans, soccer fans, and fans of the European Championships that are going on and Copa America. Bobby Cardenas coming at you from Lancaster, California. Bobby Cardenas is the referee tonight because we're going to talk about some points that happened in the game between Chile and Bolivia. So let's get to it right away with the guys from the Express Extra on BN Sport. Jeremy St. Louis, Andres Cordero, and Thomas Rongen talking about this play that's contentious. And I'm going to speak to you about the laws of the game and why they're both sort of right and they're both wrong. Let's listen to this right now.
Massachusetts. Chile get the 2-1 win, arguably undeserved based on what you see in stoppage time here. A very questionable penalty call in the late stages of this game. 8 minutes of added time. The penalty comes in the 90th plus 10. Is this a penalty?
Go ahead, Dre.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to go first. Because it's okay, so fine, the intention doesn't really come into play. He's obviously looking away. It's whether the arm is in an unnatural position, and this is up to the referee's discretion whether that was an unnatural position or not. For me, it strikes the upper part, basic, more or less the shoulder, very, very close. The fact that there's no intention, he seems to suggest in the gesture, the referee there, that the arm has come up toward the ball. I don't see that at all. I think he's trying to keep it behind, looking away, obviously. Hits the upper part of the arm, not down lower part that might be extended. I don't see how a player is trying to gain an advantage from that position.
Time, there is a 50-50 call, be it on the 18-yard box when someone has a breakaway, be it a handball. It needs to go in the favor of the attacking team. And quite frankly, 20...
Okay, so first let's talk about the play itself. This is what actually occurred, and this is why in these kinds of instances during matches, there needs to be instant replay. If you look at that play, you rewind it back. The Bolivian player initially has his arm all the way behind his back, the arm that eventually comes out, anticipating the shot. At the very last second, he actually does this, moves it away from his body into a position where it may contact the ball. Therefore, it is handling. Doesn't matter that he's looking away, like Andres Cordero talks about. Where you're looking has nothing to do with what you're doing with this part of your body. From the tip of your finger to where it meets the shoulder is considered your arm or your hand. Forget the term handball. I hate that term. We don't use it. It's not a legal term. You should never use it. It's called handling. Now, you do handling, you perform handling by bringing this part of your arm to the ball, actually, right, or by putting it in another term that I hate, unnatural position. Everything we do is natural. I prefer to say this. What is the intention of what the player is doing with that part of his arm? Is he putting it into a position where the ball could strike it? And that is what this player does. At the very last second, by doing this, the ball strikes it while his head. He knows what he's doing. I'm a player. I know. Believe me. And as a ref, we know what they're doing. He handled the ball. Just like DeAndre Yedlin the other day when he turned his back and he put his hand up like this and the ball struck. Handling. But what Thomas Rongen says about a 50-50 situation, you always give it to the attacker. Where the hell in the laws, advice to referees, FIFA mandates that you can go online and look at, where the hell does it say anything like that about us as referees thinking that, following that kind of thinking? Now wait till you hear what he says next. Listen to this.
Percent possession, you said, for Bolivia, 80 for the opponent,
19
to 1 shots and goals. I mean, Bolivia doesn't even deserve to be here.
But that's got nothing to do with that particular play. You're right that it's maybe a deserved penalty in terms of
look me in the eye and say it was 100% no call, no penalty.
No, I can't say that because it was up to the discretion of the referee.
Any doubt, we go with the attackers. We need to see goals.
But
any doubt, that's in our mind as referees, we're supposed to give the call to the attacker? Let me educate you, sir. When we have a doubt in our mind as to what has just occurred in regard to whether we are to call a foul, whether we're to issue a caution, right? A send-off. If we have doubt whether it was offside, right? We don't make a call simply because we have doubt. It's not because we're giving the advantage to one team or the other. If as a referee on the line, slight pause for that announcement. If you're on the line and you're in doubt as to whether a player is actually offside at the moment the ball is played, you don't call it. Simply because you don't want to take away the possibility of the offensive player having control, having the advantage to play the ball. If there's a doubt as to whether something is handling or not, I'm supposed to give it to the offense because I'm not sure whether it's actually handling. Where the hell does he come off with saying something like that? If you're not sure that a handling has occurred, then you don't make the call. You're not sure that handling happened. You do not make the call. Not you make the call because you're in doubt. These guys, they're supposed to be friggin' professionals, having been involved in our sport all these years, and they make comments like this. I'm telling you, it frustrates me simply because I pride myself in the fact that I know the laws of our game inside out. I interpret them from a player's standpoint because I am a player. I was a player, a manager. I operate my own league, all sorts of things. This beautiful game is my life as far as my passion and knowing it inside out. So anyway, so that's what I had to speak about as far as this particular instance. And you guys are wrong. See how my whistles are color coordinated with? I'm crazy like that. So anyway, so Argentina though won 5-0 against Panama, although Panama was playing a player down in the second half. Messi comes in as a substitute about the 65th minute, I think it was, somewhere between the 60th and 65th minute. And he scores a hat trick within like 20 minutes on brilliant goals. Every one of them. Let me tell you something. There are great players right now in our game, and the two that are constantly being compared to each other are Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo. I like them both. I like facets about both of them. But I especially like and love Lionel Messi because of the way he plays, the happiness that he shows when he plays, especially when he scores or he assists in a score. The fact that he leads by example, which Maradona, you are friggin' wrong about the fact that he's not a leader. He is very much a leader. And Messi is still only 28, 29. What he can do in the next 5-6 years could eclipse just what Pelé did, what Maradona did. Hopefully, if any other team besides the USA I would support in winning the Copa America, it would be Argentina. So that Messi can win some silverware. And it will put him up there, hopefully, along the greats. Because a lot of people say that he'll never be great unless he wins a World Cup. Well, I really don't think that. But at least if he wins a Copa America, it could be something big for him. He's won everything with Barcelona. Champions League, the La Liga, Copa del Rey. So it's ridiculous what he's won. More than probably Maradona and Pelé did. I have to go back and look. I have to make sure. I would surmise that by the time Lionel Messi finishes his career, he will have won more trophies than any other player in history, if he stays healthy. And he's a pleasure to watch, and I think he's a great example for players because of the way he plays. That's it. It's getting long. But now, because I have to do my send-off, because I'm in my referee uniform, it would not be proper for me to go like this, saying no to racism. Close the friggin' door. I'm working here. And go like this. Oy. And go USA, especially tomorrow we play. Ooh, the thing just went off. I'll come back later. See you later.